Now, I've been given this question by one of the kids that I tutor. It was in their mid-year maths exam. Now, at first glance, most kids that I've shown this question to can't figure out how this question would work. But once it's been talked through, it becomes quite simple. Now, it says, given that sine of 25 degrees equals m, write an expression in terms of m for cosine of 25 degrees. Now, the only identity or the only formula that we have that would link sine of an angle and cosine of the same angle is the Pythagorean identity, which looks as follows. You've got sine squared of theta plus cosine squared of theta is equal to 1. Cool. Now, so using this, we're going to try and link sine of 25 degrees and cosine of 25 degrees. Now, at the moment, we only have sine of 25, so what we're going to do is instead of having sine of 25 equals m, we'll start with writing (25 degrees) is equal to m squared. So I've just taken that and squared both sides. So, because we have, this looks a lot like it could slot straight into here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rearrange the Pythagorean identity. So if I rearrange this in terms of cosine, I get cosine squared theta is equal to 1 minus sine squared theta. And then because this is only cosine, what we can do is we can rearrange this further, and we're going to square root both sides. So we'll be left with cosine of theta, which is what we're after, is equal to the square root of 1 minus sine squared theta. Cool. Now, after we've done that rearranging, the question becomes quite simple. We've got sine squared of theta, in this case 25, is equal to m squared. So we can substitute this straight in for this, leaving us with cosine of 25 degrees, which is our theta, is equal to the square root of 1 minus sine squared of 25 degrees. And then we've just said prior that this is equal to m squared. So in terms of m, cosine of 25 degrees is equal to the square root of 1 minus m squared. Okay, so what we've been able to do here is we've used the Pythagorean identity to relate sines of an angle to cosine of an angle, and then we have substituted in the angle that we have, rearranged it using quite simple algebra, and we've got to our answer, which is cosine of 25 degrees would equal square root of 1 minus m squared.